Good morning, everyone. Us three-wheeler fanatics can't always get onto the trails easily. You know, we gotta truck our gear everywhere we go. So sometimes I'm always looking for ways to have some fun without having to pull a trailer or load up into the bed of the pickup. So I purchased toys to facilitate that type of fun. This is a 2017 CRF250L Rally that I had picked up locally from a really cool dude. This dude Tom, he did a bunch of mods before I came into possession of the bike. He beefed up the suspension. I believe he increased the level of fork oil. I'm not sure if he messed with the springs at all, but he did install a new rear shock. I believe it's made by HyperPro, if I'm not mistaken. So it's got a remote reservoir right down there. Hoping that's showing up on the camera. Not entirely sure. But anyway, like any maniac, I bought the bike and decided to do a ton of mods to it. So some of the stuff that I ended up putting on here came from a company called SRC. I believe their website is called SRC Moto. Got the rear luggage rack. These awesome mounts for some auxiliary lights, which came out fantastic. There's a lot of work that goes into making these pieces. If anyone's familiar with metal work, these are probably laser cut out and bent on a brake to some degree. So there's a lot of work that's involved in it. Came out awesome. Powder coat finish is great. They also make this headlight guard. What else am I missing from them? I think that's about it. I ended up putting on these Cherby's fork, I guess, guards. They're elastic. They fit on there. They kind of make it look pretty. Looks like carbon. These were on the bike when I got it. These Cycra handguards, they're great for breaking up the wind, keeping your hands safe. What else? There's a carbon fiber skid plate on there that was installed by the previous owner. I also put on these Cherby's frame guards, just keep it free from nicks. FMF slip-on. I didn't do a EJK or electronic jet kit or fuel controller. I don't think it really needs it. It's not a full system. Doesn't lean it out that much, so I opted to leave it alone. Previous owner put on this seat concept seat, which is, I believe, a little bit more comfortable and taller. Different profile than the stock seat, which is awful. This one is extremely comfortable. So for longer rides, I highly recommend making that type of modification. Standard, drawing a blank, battery tender. Keep it charged up. There's a lithium ion battery in there. Put a windscreen extender. I'm not sure exactly if it functions, but it does look kind of cool. Haven't ridden it that much at high speeds to really notice a difference. This is a cell phone holder, which I don't remember who produces it, but I will put a link to it in the comments. There's no other cell phone holder that has a grip like this that one does. It's incredible. You squeeze it closed and there's a fine adjustment over here that squeezes it even further. 12-volt little power outlet there. Goes right up to my cable to charge my phone. Previous owner did heated grips, which are awesome. Came out fantastic. He also installed, I believe these are ProTaper Rally high bars that kind of change the stance, the riding stance a little bit, raise it up a little bit. So when you're standing up in the pegs, it's a little bit more comfortable. And I think that's about it. This is a really great bike. The fuel injection is super smooth. It runs arguably as smooth as any type of high dollar bike, including BMWs, which I've owned in the past. I forgot to mention the Africa Single sticker. Anyway, if you're considering a bike like this to play around on and you're not expecting a whole ton of performance, I do highly recommend it. They're a lot of fun, although they are heavy. There's a lot of gear on this bike, and you have to remember that it's still a 254 stroke. and it's a mild-mannered 254 stroke at that. So don't expecting to be exhibiting any high performance riding on this unless you do some major modifications. But with that mild-mannered 250 cc 4-stroke, you also have an incredibly relaxed maintenance schedule. I believe it's 8,000 miles between oil changes and 16,000 miles between valve adjustments. So that is pretty spectacular and keeps you in the saddle, on the trails, on the road, instead of sitting home and monkeying on your bike. So if you want to ride, this is right up your alley. Anyway, any questions or comments, post them up. Stay tuned for more videos about more toys that I have, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, subscribe to me, let me know what you think. Take care.